Hello, and welcome back to this week's episode of How To on DIY TV. This week, we will be teaching you how to be a hunter-gatherer. If you don't know what a hunter-gatherer is, they were people who, before the agricultural revolution, hunted and gathered their food to live. Before we start the episode, you should know what the word of the week is. The word of the week is agriculture, which is the changing of Earth's surface to grow plants or raise animals as a source of food. Corn, 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 corn is from Latin America.
Corn and squash. Peppers, lima beans.
Ba-ba-da-ba-bum. And potatoes too. Hunters and gatherers usually traveled in small groups, no more than 50 people in a group, to make sure that their resources would not deplete too quickly. The men of the group usually hunted the fish and animals, while the women collected berries and plants. The women collected food on a daily basis. The groups hardly communicated with each other, usually they just kept their peace. Groups had often traveled, creating new bases, because they would follow the game. Most often they wore animal skins put together by using bone needles and plant materials as thread. Hey, did you know that you can save 15% or more on yams?
Yeah, everybody knows that.
Well, did you know that they were originally domesticated in sub-Saharan Africa and are used around the world in many dishes such as yam tacos, avocado stuffed yams, yam fries, candied yams, brownie yams, avocado stuffed yams, yam salad, yam soup, grilled yams, oven roasted yams, spicy yam tacos, and much more, like yam pizza and yam fries and egg roll yams and tofu yams, and let's see what else, cupcake yams, cake yams, Rice Krispie treat yams, and much more. Sub-Saharan Africa, saving you 15% or more on, well, you know. First, you must gather your weapon of choice, a spear, a bow and arrow, or a harpoon. Next, you must decide which animal you are going to hunt. If you choose to hunt a fish, you should go to the water near you and wait for fish to swim by. Next, you must jab/throw your spear into the water at the fish. If you choose to hunt an animal, you must quietly follow it until you feel it is right to catch it, slowly sneaking up behind it, hiding in the surroundings, swiftly launching your weapon at the animal. If you feel you are stealthy enough, you can run at the animal. Yeah, I'm hungry. Does it matter? You'd do that for me? Really? Yeah, I'd like that.
Who are you talking to?
It's Jake from East Asia.
Jake from East Asia at 3 in the morning. Who is this?
It's Jake from East Asia.
What are you eating, Jake from East Asia?
Rice and soybeans.
She sounds hideous.
Well, she's a guy, so... First, you must find a well-developed tree or bush that has food for you to eat. Next, you must bend down in the squat position and ruffle your hand to get rid of the dead food. From there, you want to get down on your knees and pick up the food from your designated plant of picking. Make sure you have a basket weaved out of plant materials to hold your berries, nuts, and/or roots. If you have enjoyed what you have learned today, you can go to Australia's Great Victorian Desert or India's Andaman Islands to fulfill your career as a hunter-gatherer. And remember, tune in next week to How To on DIY TV to learn how to start the agricultural revolution.
Woo! Go West! Yeah!
Here, Gabby, have some wheat. You're not yourself when you're hungry.
Oh, was this domesticated in the Southwest Asian crop park 10,000 years ago?
Yeah, along with oats, olives, and barley.
You're right, I'm not me when I'm hungry.
Hi, welcome back to this week's episode of How To on DIY TV, where we will be teaching you how to start the agricultural revolution with a special guest star, the doctor. This week's word of the week is a crop, which is any plant or food source tended to by people. For this step, you want to get in a TARDIS with the doctor, or if you do not have a TARDIS, some other form of time machine, and go back 10,000 years. You want to make sure that your ice age is properly receding, then make sure that it's resulting in a change in the patterns of humans and animals and plants. Make sure that you are able to farm now, that there's no ice covering the ground. Embrace your inner laziness and create a permanent settlement so you do not have to go through the work and the troubles of constantly moving around chasing your game. You also may notice that by dropping seeds from plants, that will result in new plants over time. If you fast forward yourself a few years, you will notice that you have gained the knowledge to use water and manure to improve the soil and help the plants grow. Every day, thousands of mangoes are harvested against their will in South and Latin America. Coconuts face similar issues in their so-called tropical paradises. These fruits were originally domesticated in Southeast Asia, and they wish to go back. They wish to be free. They wish to live their lives. Donate today to the cause at www.saveafruit.org. That's www.saveafruit.org to save a life. Now that you have completed all of the previous steps, you must go back into the future and relish in what you have just created. Tune in next week to How To on DIY TV to learn how to properly groom your feline friend.
The ground is wet. This isn't happening. No, no!
I know. They're so-called no, this is way too long. www.saveafruit.org